What if there was a spin-off show for every main character in The Rookie? In this video, I'll be going over each character, what their show could be about, and in some cases, I'll explain how this could benefit The Rookie overall, and us, the fans. What if there was a show called The Rookie Academy, where we would turn back time and imagine what might have happened before The Rookie ever began? We would follow John Nolan, Lucy Chen, and Jackson West as they navigate through the intense world of the LAPD Police Academy, a place that might have been just as dramatic and unpredictable as life on the streets. Nolan would be the oldest recruit in his class, struggling to keep up with trainees half his age, ending up in awkward and hilarious situations as he tries to prove he belongs, similar to his behaviour in Season 1.
Sir Nolan, yippee-ki-yay.
What are you doing? Just checking test.
Jackson West could be fighting his own invisible battles, possibly feeling the weight of his father, Commander West's records hovering over him, and worrying that everyone thinks he only got in because of his dad's rank, while also trying to compete with fellow trainee Chris Rios, who's always trying to one-up Jackson. And Lucy Chen would be fiercely driven, but could be secretly grappling with self-doubt, with the weight of her parental pressure that she talks about in the pilot episode.
Being a cop is my profession.
As a paid bully for the city?
Is that how you see me?
And could even get caught up in a romance with someone she shouldn't be involved with. We might see the recruits facing harsh written tests, stressful scenario drills, and firearm exams where one mistake could mean washing out of the academy for good, and the classroom could become a hotbed with debate, intense discussions about ethics, community policing, and modern law enforcement. A spin-off like The Rookie Academy could be an amazing way to explore how Nolan, Chen, and West became the cops we see on the main show, as well as an old touchback to Jeremy Hawk, who we first saw in Season 1, Episode 6, The Hawk. And for fans who still miss Jackson West, it would serve as a tribute to his story, showing how his journey might have started. What if we had a series that cracked open the most guarded member of the Rookie's ensemble? The Rookie Bradford could dive deep into Tim Bradford's past, his life before TO duty, before the badge further hardened him, before he built his emotional armour. The story could start with Tim in his early 20s, fresh out of the military and just entering the LAPD Academy. A soldier returning home, trying to shift from combat zones to city streets, but still haunted by the psychological echoes of war. We could watch as he tries to navigate the differences between discipline, loyalty, and the complex grey zones of civilian policing. But it wouldn't just be about his military past. There'd be room to explore the rough childhood we've only heard glimpses about, an abusive father, a fractured home life, and the internal pressure to rise above it without repeating the same patterns. As Tim trains, we'd meet a young Isabel, the future wife we hear about and see in The Rookie. We could see how they fall for each other, even as her undercover ambitions start to conflict with Tim's need for stability. Their relationship, full of love, pressure, and eventual cracks, could form a through line for the show, giving insight into how that marriage began unraveling long before the addiction set in. The show might also explore Tim's early years on the force. Maybe he gets struck with a morally grey TO who cuts corners or manipulates arrests, forcing Tim to question his values before he fully forms them. And obviously we have to talk about Chenford. Lucy's not yet in his life, but her absence would feel powerful. Every time Tim second guesses himself or tries to fix someone, we'd understand the pain that built the man who would later become her mentor. The spin-off would give this emotional context to his guarded nature and his slow but steady growth in the main series. What about a show where the unstoppable detective Angela Lopez isn't the confident powerhouse we know, but a rookie herself, fighting to carve out her place in a city that underestimates her at every turn? That's what The Rookie Lopez could deliver, a sharp, gritty prequel that shows us the truth about one of the Rookie's strongest women. We could start with Angela in the midst of engineering school, deciding between becoming an engineer or joining the LAPD. Her family, maybe traditional and close-knit, could push her towards a safe, stable career, but Angela's stubborn streak and her passion for justice pulls her towards the badge instead, setting up the personal stakes that would fuel the whole series. Picture Angela as a new officer, stepping into the squad room where sexism and old-school mentalities are everywhere. She's eager to prove herself, constantly battling snide remarks and impossible expectations, but refusing to be intimidated. We'd see her first big busts, the adrenaline rush of her early foot chases, and the quiet moments where she questions whether she chose the right path. A huge part of this series could dive into her early days as a detective. Maybe she joins a specialised task force investigating cartel operations in LA. Through dangerous undercover stints and intense interrogations, Angela's razor-sharp instincts could shine through while showing us the cost of living life on the edge. And we definitely meet Wesley Evers, but in a whole new light. Imagine Wesley appearing as a hotshot DA, initially clashing with the LAPD over cases, only to meet Angela officially in Season 1, Episode 1 pilot. A spin-off like The Rookie Rookie Lopez could fill gaps fans have been dying to see, and it'd keep the energy of the Rookie alive while offering a fresh female-driven perspective. Picture this, a series where we finally see Nyla Harper before the cool exterior, before the TO badge, back when her entire world was undercover ops, danger, and secrets stacked on secrets. That's what the Rookie Harper could bring us, a pulse-pounding ride into the past of one of the Rookie's most mysterious characters. We'd open on Nyla several years before she'd ever met John Nolan, deep in an undercover, sprawling narcotics investigation. The show could explore how Nyla's natural brilliance and instincts make her one of the best undercover cops the LAPD has ever seen, but also how it costs her pieces of herself along the way. One of the juiciest plot lines could dive into how Nyla's marriage began to fracture under the strain of her secret life. Maybe we'd see her husband getting suspicious, feeling alienated by her constant absences and cryptic lies, while Nyla's torn between protecting him and keeping her cover intact. We'd watch her try to balance being a wife and a mother while living in worlds that would constantly destroy her if they collided. A spin-off like The Rookie Harper could massively deepen the Rookie's universe. It would explain why Nyla's so guarded, and how she became so fearless, yet so protective of rookies like Nolan. The Rookie Juarez, a show that's equal parts supernatural vibes and gritty LA streets. We'd follow Selena Juarez before she ever set foot in mid-Wilshire, back when she was navigating life in LA, obsessed with the signs and omens, convinced there's meaning in every coincidence. We'd see Selena bouncing between odd jobs, working in psychic shops, volunteering in community centres, soaking up neighbourhood gossip, and slowly realising she wants to channel her instincts into real police work. Maybe she gets involved in a neighbourhood mystery, chasing clues nobody else takes seriously, and discovers she's got a gift for noticing details that everyone else misses. But beneath the quirky charm, there'd be darker storylines. We'd watch her grapple with whether her visions are helping her solve crimes or pushing her too far into risky territory. Which Rookie spin-off would you watch first? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to be notified for more deep dives like this. You'll find all of the footage sources linked in the description to stay fair use friendly, plus my Twitter and Discord if you want to keep up to date with me and my channel. Thanks for watching, see you all in the next one.